Hi, I'm Mary Perez, and I'm an ESOL teacher at Myrtle Beach Elementary School. The ESOL program is for students that speak a language other than English at home. The ESOL program focuses on building the English language skills that these students need to be successful in school. The program also focuses on the 4 domains of language development. These domains are reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Today, I will explain and model how to teach vocabulary to an ESOL student. Teaching vocabulary to an ESOL student is essential because these students normally will have a limited vocabulary in English. The strategies that I use today are from the Coloring Colorado website that is for ELL instruction and bilingual education. But first, let's review how students are identified for ESOL instruction and the English proficiency levels. Enrolls their student in Horry County Schools, they fill out a home language survey. If on the home language survey, they answer 3 questions. If their response to any of these 3 questions is a language other than English, then the ESOL teacher at the school will screen the child to see if they need ESOL services. If a student does qualify for service, then the ESOL teacher will give the student an English proficiency level. These levels range from 1 to 5. Level 1 is a pre-functional student. These students are normally new to the United States and have very limited English skills. A level 2 is a beginner. These students have more skills than a level 1, but are still developing their English language. A level 3 student is intermediate. These students have their social English skills, but are still working on their academic English skills. A level 4 is an advanced student. These students have both their social and academic language skills. And then a level 5 is an initially proficient student. These students are comparable to their English-speaking peers. All right, today I am going to model and explain a lesson for students that are English language proficiency 1 or 2. This lesson could be modified for a more advanced student by using a more difficult vocabulary word, but the strategies I'm going to go through today will really help your lower ESOL students. For this activity, you will need a few things. The first item you will need is some sort of vocabulary flashcard. I personally like to use vocabulary flashcards that have a picture and the word that I'm trying to teach my student. The ones I use today also will have the alphabet letter that this word begins with. I also like to use realia, or a real object. This is essential for students so that they can have that hands-on connection with the word that they're learning. I will also have whiteboards and dry erase board markers for myself and my student because we will use this later in the activity. All right, to begin, you're going to introduce your word with your vocabulary card. I have my vocabulary card here. I'm going to introduce the picture first, and then I will flip over the card and read the word hat. And as I read it, I will glide my finger underneath the word. Please make sure that you do this. After I say the word, I will have my ESOL student repeat the word back to me. We will continue this 2 times to make sure that the student is able to read the word. Then I will show my student the realia object or real object, in this case, a hat. I will have the student look at the hat and touch it, and then I will use the TPR strategy, which is total physical response, to have the student act out how to use the object. We will place the object on our heads and say hat. Then I will have my student watch me as I use the whiteboard to spell out the word. I will segment the word as I'm spelling it. So I will go hat. I will then have my student repeat the word. Following this activity, I will say a sentence using the word hat. I may say, I wear a hat when I go outside. I will have my student repeat the sentence after me, and we will review the word hat. Then it is my student's turn to actually write the word. So I will give my student a clean whiteboard and a dry erase marker so that he or she could practice spelling the word hat using their sounds. At the end, we'll repeat the word again. Next, I will demonstrate how to use these strategies with an actual ESOL student.